Yoga confusion, the difference in systems, styles, and methods, and why yoga teachers are inhibited to give instructions to students. Let's get into this. Hi, I'm Austin from Urban Sadhu Yoga, and today I wanted to get into a discussion about why it is that yoga teachers are intimidated or inhibited to give instructions to students, and also why have students become so defensive about getting instructions from teachers in a yoga class. Urban Sadhu Yoga is a single method yoga studio. We all teach the Urban Sadhu Yoga method. Now, I know that most yoga studios around the country are multi-method studios, meaning that teachers are coming from different methodologies, they've done different teacher trainings, and studios tend to not label each class by what the teacher was trained in. Like if I go to a yoga studio and it's a hot yoga studio, most of the classes will be like hot vinyasa flow or gentle vinyasa flow, but they won't say, that the teacher is an Iyengar teacher and they're going to teach from the Iyengar method. So what this leads to is that teachers tend to not give instructions because they don't want to step on each other's toes. They don't want to step on their colleagues' toes. In Iyengar, a downward dog looks very different than it does in Ashtanga or it does in Urban Sadhu Yoga. And then what happens is students then tend to think that there's no specific methodology in any yoga discipline. It's all just kind of the same. It's kind of a big yoga smoothie or a yoga soup where everything is kind of dumped in together. Also, I think one of the things that has become very confusing for teachers and students is things like ClassPass or platforms that allow students to go to multiple places. And a lot of times these students have no idea what they're walking into or what the style or the method is that they're about to take a class with. And so they assume that whatever they did at the last place is going to apply in this situation. Or even worse, they assume that the CrossFit class where they did a plank and the instructor told them how to do a plank in CrossFit is the same way that they're going to do a chaturanga in a asana class. This kind of confusion of mixed methods and this kind of jumping from studio to studio and discipline to discipline has led to a situation where teachers are tending not to say, this is what I want you to do in this class within the context of what I'm teaching you. And then if you do that, you see some students becoming slightly offended that you're asking them to do it, as if you're telling them that they're wrong. It's not that they're wrong, it's just what they're doing has nothing to do with the context of the class that you're teaching, or the style, or the method that you're teaching. So what I would encourage is, I would encourage yoga teachers to teach from the platform that they were trained in. Teach from the platform that they understand, and then also explain to the students why you're teaching it that way, where the idea is coming from, and explain that other people aren't wrong within the context of their methodology, their style, or their systems. And I think it would be very beneficial to students to start to understand that yoga can actually be very specific. It's not a vegan smoothie or a vegan soup where everything's just kind of dumped in and cooked down till you can't tell what anything is. This could also get students to maybe commit more to a deeper yoga sadhana if they knew that different yoga style systems and methods were very specific. And then it would guide them into a deeper practice instead of kind of having this shallow, superficial practice that everything is just kind of blended together in a big yoga mush.